The Battle of Kadesh in 1274 BCE is one of the most famous and well-documented battles of the ancient world. It was fought between the forces of Egypt, led by Pharaoh Ramses II, and the Hittite Empire, under King Muwatalli II. The battle is significant not only for its scale and the rivalry between two great empires, but also for being one of the earliest battles where detailed records of the events, tactics, and participants were kept by both sides. During the 13th century BCE, the Near East was dominated by two major powers: Egypt, under the rule of the 19th dynasty, and the Hittite Empire, based in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. Both empires sought to expand their influence over the lands of Canaan and Syria, which were valuable due to their strategic locations along important trade routes and their agricultural resources. The city of Kadesh, located on the Orontes River in what is now modern Syria, was a highly contested region. It had shifted hands multiple times between the Egyptians and the Hittites over the years. By the time of Ramses II's reign, Kadesh was under Hittite control. The ambitious young pharaoh saw an opportunity to recapture it and extend Egypt's influence further north. Ramses II, in the 5th year of his reign, set out on a military campaign to reclaim Kadesh. He led a massive army, divided into 4 divisions, each named after an Egyptian god: Ammonius, Ra, Ta, and Seth. The total size of the Egyptian army is estimated to have been around 20,000 soldiers, including infantry, archers, and charioteers. As Ramses II advanced north with his army, he received false intelligence from 2 Hittite spies captured by his forces. The spies, under orders from King Muwatalli II, told Ramses that the Hittite army was far to the north, away from Kadesh. Confident in his position, Ramses marched his army quickly towards the city, unaware that the Hittite forces were much closer than he had been led to believe. The Hittites, commanded by King Muwatalli II, had a formidable force of their own. They fielded around 40,000 troops, including a massive contingent of chariots, with up to 3,500 chariots, each carrying multiple soldiers. The Hittite chariot corps was renowned for its size and mobility, and Muwatalli intended to use it to crush the Egyptian forces. Ramses II made camp with the Ammonius division near Kadesh, believing the rest of his forces were approaching behind him. Suddenly, the Hittite army launched a surprise attack on the Egyptian Ra division, which was still on its way to the battlefield. The Hittite chariots smashed into the unprepared Ra division, causing chaos and severe losses. With his forces scattered and disorganized, Ramses II found himself in a dire situation. The Hittites pressed their advantage, attacking the Egyptian camp. According to Egyptian accounts, Ramses personally took charge of the defense, rallying his troops and fighting valiantly at the head of his forces. His personal bravery is heavily emphasized in the Egyptian inscriptions, and he is credited with turning the tide of battle. Ramses managed to regroup part of his forces, and the arrival of the Nearin, a contingent of reinforcements possibly from Canaan, helped stabilize the Egyptian position. The Hittite chariots, having advanced too far ahead of their infantry support, became overextended and vulnerable to counterattacks. Ramses seized this opportunity to push the Hittites back from his camp. Despite Ramses' efforts, the battle ended in a stalemate.